Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Just want to take a brief look at the daily time frame and then we take a look at the shorter time frame. Here on the daily chart, we are still holding below the descending trend line. Really, we need overall, from a daily chart point of view, that Bitcoin breaks above this red trend line. I mean, we've been below this trend line now since, pretty much end of January. So it's been quite a long downtrend now, and we're now getting closer to the trend line again after we moved away from it end of February, and we're now trying to recover, which we will see on the smaller time frame. Just wanted to spend 1 or 2 minutes here on the daily time frame to highlight we are still holding above main support. A lot of the volatility we see on the smaller time frame does not really change the overall wave pattern. I'm still primarily watching for one more high that could take the price to round about 130,000, but there is a very, very clear level that will tell me that the market is likely not going to do that anymore. Well, if we break below that level, that's what I mean. So if we break below $69,000, then this would indicate a much, much larger correction is unfolding. Probably in line with the red scenario, which indicates a much larger correction is unfolding. That could mean that this red A wave just extends deeper. Even that one would just extend. The A wave doesn't really have a target. Yeah, the way this is to be understood is that as long as we're holding above $69,140 and we avoid a decisive break below it, the white scenario has a chance in which the price either completed a wave 4 or is close to a low. Then we would get another rally in an ABC structure as far as I can tell, and we would reach most likely the area around $130,000. From there then a much, much larger correction is unfolding. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the white scenario. I cannot rule out the red scenario. It is on the chart because it is likely, and in this scenario a bull market top already formed, or at least a very substantial price top. The move down is a so-called A wave. We would then get a bounce in a B wave and then could continue downward in a C wave, which might again just be part of a larger A wave. Then we get another larger B and a C. So it's a large, large correction that could unfold in this scenario. Yeah. Now, important is to mention that the price is forming something here that resembles a wedge pattern, a so-called broadening wedge. These tend to break, there's no guarantee, but these tend to break out to the upside. If it's a descending, broadening wedge, then yeah, they tend to break out to the upside. They don't have to, but there are many examples where they did in the past. And yeah, that's also another reason why I'm rather watching for higher prices. Looking at the smaller time frame, when you watch the video, the market might have already moved on, okay? What I'm watching here is still a very, very complex pattern. I try to keep it as simple as possible. The white scenario is the one that I prefer, that's leading. However, probabilities are not super clear because the A wave was a 3-wave move. So the move up from the 28th of February low is only a corrective rally. That leaves us without clear probabilities. But because of the context, and as explained in previous videos, and as you just saw on the daily chart, there's a chance we've bottomed already. This here could just be the A wave, then a B wave pullback, and a C wave rally, which would be a 5-wave move. And as far as I can tell, it's at least possible that we have waves 1 and 2 already completed. We're now in the 3rd wave, get another 4 and 5, and then this would complete wave C of A. Now, that's not a guarantee, but what needs to happen to keep this scenario alive? The market must hold above 85,650. Below that level, it becomes more and more probable that the yellow scenario is unfolding, which, however, is super, super questionable. That's why I said in previous updates, I slightly lean towards the white scenario, and it would require a break above the 91,130 level, that last high, to indicate that the market is on its way to round about $95,000, which is the last major swing high, and that really needs to be broken to keep the overall upside pressure alive, yeah, and to strengthen basically the white scenario. The white scenario isn't exactly a highly likely scenario. It's not very reliable, but there is short-term support at 85,650. Yeah, below that level, it falls back into larger support at 83,000. But to be honest, if we break below 85,650, the yellow scenario will already become more probable. Please understand that the short-term patterns here shift a lot at the moment because we're dealing with a larger sideways range. Okay, that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.